gets his first stock with the multi-hit neutral B, but quickly loses the next one because Falco's side B is kind of broke. So, I mean, but right now, Dreamless is very, oh, missed it there, is very, has a lot of momentum right now, even though he's a stock behind. So let's see if he can convert that into a kill. Oh, nah. I think that could have been true, but I think he might have, he accidentally stuck to the platform. I don't think he wanted to do that. Yeah, trying the neutral B again. I wonder why he chose that. Yeah, now Justin stuck in the corner. Ooh. Yeah, that F tilt, not very safe. And the thing is, you know, this is honestly pretty scary for Lombardi here because, I mean, Brawler, known for just being able to just steal stocks just like that. And on it, like with Rage, I feel like at 60, you know, one more hit. And like, yeah, now like Thrupper can probably kill. I mean, I'm not sure from a throw, but yeah, very. Oh, okay. Honestly, yeah, it's dead. Just a little bit too impatient there. But it's only game one, so you know, now is where you do experiment. All right, appears to be going back to the same stage. Will we see a character change? Nope. Okay. All right, so back to the same stage. Let's see if Dreamless can make some adaptation. Now, to be honest, I don't know the entire moveset that Dreamless is rocking because I don't have the numbers memorized and I came late. Okay, but we see that feint jump. Makes sense. Footstool Firebird. Now, I mean, Dreamless' SDI is so good, but it doesn't matter. And I feel like that's something that is probably pretty broken in the matchup, I feel. Just because, you know, Brawler has to constantly land on top of you, especially with that Nair. It's very difficult to space. And even if you do space that Nair, now combos are going to be a bit harder. Oh, but no Thrupper here. You know, I guess another thing, maybe the reason why we're not seeing as much Thrupper is because Falco does have that frame 2 air dodge. So perhaps some of these combos just aren't true or are just a lot tighter. But yeah, now Lombardi's out of that, I believe, up throw Thrupper. It's either up throw or down throw Thrupper range. Dreamless still takes the first stock. And here's where I feel like Falco kind of struggles to get a kill. And okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, that didn't get punished very hard. So, you know, I mean, I guess Lombardi takes those. But yeah, I feel like Falco can kind of struggle to kill in this scenario just because not really, you know, can't really combo, can't really get many kill confirms from like Nair down tilt. Have to rely on like a hard read, you know, just hitting a move by itself like that here, which we did just see. Lombardi has a bit of rage, so I wonder how much that'll affect combos. But Brawler is also, you know, a fast faller, so easier to combo. And I mean, we're seeing some of that now. And Dreamless is also just struggling to land. Well, unless you have flip kick. But yeah, okay, no flip kick onto stage there. And wow, that was a very good up smash. You know, that is one thing Lombardi really likes to do, is a lot of ledge shenanigans. It's very addictive, to be honest. I love to as well. But Dreamless just calling that out. And yeah, not seeing too many high damage dealing combos. It's more like a couple, like 3 pieces. But you know, like any percent is good percent, you know? Oh, is this dead? Nah. So I'm just wondering why Dreamless isn't going for the Thruppers, because Justin isn't even air dodging. So I feel like maybe, you know, since Justin has somehow been conditioned to stop air dodging, maybe Dreamless should start going for Thrupper. All right, off stage, very dangerous for Falco, but Brawler is also not good at edge guarding. And really spam. I think it's called Mock Punch, and yeah, that's just dead. I really do wonder. I mean, I guess I was thinking like a shot put, but I guess Falco does have the frame one reflector, so I guess you don't want to deal with that. And I don't remember the other neutral Bs like the Falcon Punch, so I guess Mock Punch makes sense. So still staying me Brawler. I mean, he did just take a game, so it makes sense. On to Town and City. I feel like it might be a little bit harder for me Brawler to kill with Thrupper, but I don't think it'll make that big of a difference. But Falco definitely does love the stage, so let's see if we're going to be seeing some of these crazy combos. Because, you know, I feel like both of these characters, they combo a lot, but we haven't been seeing, you know, many crazy combos yet, so no, I kind of want to see some of that. Ooh. Yeah, and maybe that is why Lombardi hasn't been air dodging because of that. I feel like that should have been death, but ooh, nice downer, but that was very good DI. I personally would not have DI'd back correctly, and yeah, that you just don't want to be in that position. Super easy to downer. All right. Doing the fair out of hit stun. That's one thing I'm noticing from both these players. They're both very aggressive out of hit stun, and it's honestly working both of their favors, to be honest. Like, yeah, see, like that back air. So I wonder if Dreamless will start to really like pick up on that, because I feel like that's something that me Brawler can punish harder than Falco. And yeah, just too high percent plus the rage. So I'm betting like we're gonna need to see a back air or maybe a down tilt. And yeah, man, getting hit by up smash, catching a full hop is one of the worst feelings ever, especially like as Lucas, who's floaty. So like that shouldn't be happening as much, but yeah, it happens there. And Lombardi is kind of just getting walloped, but does get the down tilt. And you know, last stock Lombardi, I said it before earlier on the stream, very, very potent thing, okay? You know, streets are saying like, last stock Lombardi might be stronger than Game 4 Leo in his prime, so. Although right now, it's not looking like that. Oh, getting a nice little combo. Can't get onto the plat, so no extension, but catching that feint jump, is that dead? Okay, it's not. But, I mean, Dreamless still has to land. This is still a very scary position. Falco just has wow, just so many multi-hits that you just have to hold shield all the way, and then that down air. I mean, and honestly, like, I would say this is pretty even. I don't know why Lombardi plays the way he does, only on last stock, but Dreamless is also notoriously pretty hard to kill. So let's see what's going to happen. Using that feint kick to get to the platform, I feel like that is honestly really good on this stage. And wow, like I said before, both characters are very aggressive and disadvantaged. And ooh. And Dreamless did get punished for up airing out of hit stun, but it doesn't matter because, you know, Lombardi might be crazy last stock, but Dreamless has been crazy this entire game, so netting that last stock from Thrupper. I didn't see what stage they went on. I wonder if it's the same stage or nah. Okay, Town and City again. So one thing, I guess, now that I just saw it, laser, I wonder why Justin isn't using as much laser. I guess maybe because, you know, me Brawler can jump over it. But even from afar, like, I feel like me Brawler is a character you want to play a bit more patient against, just because, I mean, just a very scary advantage state, you know? Ooh, that was very good. I mean, like, and now here, I would, oh, okay. Here, I would just be fine, just, you know, coasting, but Lombardi wants to get that, percent. To be honest, both of these, you know, players are just very aggressive, so you might just not feel like playing very defensive here. Okay, that was a nice feint jump kick. But, you know, ooh, footstool firebird, yeah. I feel like perhaps the reason why he didn't go towards center stage was because maybe that he was worried that Firebird either wouldn't connect all the way or wouldn't launch Dreamless far away enough. And so Dreamless could get back to center stage easily, but I'm not quite sure. But I definitely, Footstool Firebird I think is really cool. More Falcos should definitely be using it. Ooh, and yeah, I mean, Dreamless is very desperate for this kill. I mean, you kind of have to be. You really don't want to fight Falco with all this rage, even though I feel like combos won't be as good. Yeah. Lombardi still with these ledge shenanigans, not giving up, even if it causes him to die. But you know, again, it's addicting. Once you start, if you play a character that has a lot of ledge mix-ups, or you know, has like this one ledge option that can net super high reward, it's kind of like a drug, to be honest. You just can't stop. Even if you get rid of the habit for a bit, it'll just come back later. I can definitely say that with Lucas Zera off the ledge. But anyways, ooh. Now, okay, so not getting punished for that whipped up smash. I definitely would want to kill Dreamless soon. I don't want to be on last stock against Brawler, even with full rage. Especially with full rage, actually, because I feel like just Thrupper is definitely going to be hitting a lot harder. But it's here in this exact position where Falco just really struggles to kill. I'm predicting we're going to see not an up air, a down tilt. Well, like a down tilt that'll kill. Oh, up smash. All right, and so we got a game 5.
Had enough already?
So, you know, I wonder if Dreamless... Well, actually, technically, Dreamless can't go back to Town and City because of DSR. So, I mean, Smashville, I feel like if I were Justin, I would have banned Smashville. That's probably what did happen. Bomb Bomb Rush Blush, very good song. Seems to be Dreamless's hype song for Game 5s. And yeah, let's see who will be the victor, no pun intended, of this final game of the set. You know, I feel like this stage is good for both characters, to be honest. Like I think Justin said, like, or I guess Lombardi said that Battlefield is Falco's best stage, or it might just be like one of his favorite stages. And wow, but it doesn't matter because you're just dead to that. Brawler F Smash is just incredibly powerful. I don't know like how what rank it is in the game, but it's a move that you don't want to get hit by, but it is very difficult to get hit by it. But yeah, Dreamless is getting some nice percentage onto Lombardi. I don't know what that... oh, probably predicting the feint jump. And yeah, you see, I feel like one thing is like, it's kind of really difficult for Falco to edge guard, you know, Brawler because of that flip kick. And then Thrupper's also just like, I don't know, I feel like that hitbox is just hard to hit in general. And then Falco doesn't really have good 2-frames, and then it's hard to 2-frame Thrupper. So, you know, basically every single time Dreamless is off stage, it's not exactly free, but, you know, it's, you know, I feel like Lombardi would prefer to keep Dreamless not off stage, more on stage for combos. And it's very lucky to live that. Although the next one will for sure kill. And yeah, I just feel like, and honestly, maybe just in general from the 2 sets I've watched Lombardi, he's just not getting a lot of these conversions like up tilt back air, you know, up throw back air, or up air, although, I mean, that's very DI dependent. Or like down tilt back air. I just feel like we're not seeing that. And wow, it's like one of the first times I've seen a up there will be DI forward. But it doesn't matter. This is even. I mean, will this get the last hit? Who knows? Or is Lombardi about to show us some crazy combo? Or will Dreamless get a hit? Who knows? But so far, just these very simple conversions. Maybe Lombardi's just trying to play it safe because it really only takes one. Wow. I mean, yeah, as you can see, like, lost neutral once and is now doesn't have the lead anymore. So yeah. And you know what? I'm starting to see why Lombardi doesn't use lasers as much, just because you just see Dreamless is able to jump over them so easily. Wow. Now, if that connected, I'm 99% sure that was dead. So yeah, like I said, both of these players are very aggressive out of hit stun. And me, Brawler, definitely benefits from that the most. Ooh. All right, are we going to see the end of the stock? I'm calling a neutral B. Okay, no. I do feel like we're going to see a mock punch here, because Dreamless hasn't been using that too often, but... Oh? Yeah, see, like, in that position, I feel like a lot of other characters might be able to do something like, if I were Lucas, you know, Dreamless is dead there. But it's, ooh, and just spamming back airs. And that's dead, yeah. That same up smash got Lombardi, and I